shifted in their favor.
Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 19-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here, all right? He's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What he's saying, I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely, still got a lot of life left in those legs. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Jackson now. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nick Boyle there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 24 yards. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Calais Campbell Able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike 56, Mike 56. You can't block that.
Now Jones, off the play fake. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. That one goes for 30 yards. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Justin Madubuike in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a give. This is Murray. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this 1st half of action. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Ravens go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Jones on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Oh, and Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. He'll check it down to Bell. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And now off to the races down the right side. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Barkley a 1st down and more. And down to the 16-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen.
I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Azeez Ojulari. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They go play action now. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tay Crowder coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that one not going to have enough height on it. Down around his feet, it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarter.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be... It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defense. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson. That goes out wide to Murray. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball.
You're
handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural, but
I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams that met back in Super Bowl 37 in San Diego. The Bucs and Raiders are underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Brady on target to Gronk. 1st down, Buccaneers.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Fournette, a 1st down, still going. Powering his way forward. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 22. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Corey Littleton, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Now Brady. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Bucs are on the board first here in Vegas. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in a heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On play action, now Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass.
Pass.
Ball,
And then my favorite.
Ski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Play action. Now it's Carr. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down. Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out.
It's the end of the first quarter with the score Buccaneers 14, Raiders nothing.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At their 48-yard line.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Throwing now is Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. First down Vegas as Carr finds Ruggs that time.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Come this way. Here we go.
To throw, it's Carr. That's into the hands of Edwards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller, 33 yards. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Daniel Carlson
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Buccaneers.
To throw, it's Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
To throw again on second down. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. 23 yards the pickup there. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Fournette, a first down carry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. And that'll be caught by Darden. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. He dumps it off to Drake. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. The final shot before half for Brady. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now Carr. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Throwing his Carr on third down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he will find his man runs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Now a play fake. Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Mike, 45.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Carr going to go on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And Carr's throw taken in by Edwards.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 36, Carr. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A Raider first down, Carter Renfrow.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Carr now to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now Carr.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you think about the strong safety position, you know, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Derek Carr taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
7 yards there and a first down.
Buccaneers.
Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. To throw, it's Brady. Evans has it left side. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did. The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Giovanni Bernard. A 23-yard run. And the Buccaneers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Brady will look to throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.